Hi there. I know that a lot of you want to get into an MBA because of the fat paychecks, right? Of course, there are a lot of other things that get involved into the mix, but then yes, we know that a great career, a great package is really very important. And in this video, I will tell you the area that gets you a great package, the college that leads you into that area. Along with that, we'd also go ahead and talk about how you can make into that particular college and what can make your journey easier. So, what do you think? Marketing, finance, HR, what is it that leads to a great career? The people who get into some of the most prestigious organizations and get the fattest paychecks are the ones who get into consulting. And there is this one college which is known as the Mecca for consulting, and that college is IIM Bangalore. So in this particular video, let's go ahead and talk about a few things. Number one, the admission stats related to IIM Bangalore. Along with that, we'd look at the selection process, and finally, the placement report that tells you how great a college IIM Bangalore can really be for those who want to get into consulting. So let's start. So first up, CAT stats. The number of candidates who fill out the CAT form. So to give you a rough approximation, we are talking about around 2.5 lakh people who apply to IIM Bangalore every year. And out of those 2.5 lakh people, IIM Bangalore calls roughly around, what do you think? How many people for calls? Around 1800 individuals, and out of those 1800 individuals, somewhere around 700 are made a final offer. So you can imagine how challenging it is to be one of those 700 out of one of those 2.5-3 lakh people who appear for the exam. So that is the race that you are really in. And let me talk about the minimum CAT exam cutoff for IIM Bangalore. So when I take you through this, these are minimum cutoffs. You can, in fact, you can think of it as the eligibility criteria in terms of overall and sectional cutoffs. So what this basically means is that if you have less than 80 percentile in CAT VARC section or less than 85 percentile overall, you definitely, and then of course DLR, QA, etc., you definitely not going to get a call from IIM Bangalore as a general category student. Does that mean that if you get an 85 percentile, you will get a call? Well, not really. You would usually require a higher percentile, but what kind of percentile? Well, that depends on the parameter, the different things that IIM Bangalore looks at when it decides to call you for the next round. So what are those next set of things? So they of course look at your CAT score, which gets 55% weightage during the shortlisting, and that's a lot. But then your 10th, 12th and graduation scores get a weightage of 10% each. On top of that, people with work experience, their work experience also is counted for 10%, and then gender diversity is allotted another 5%. So this is a combination that ensures whether you are shortlisted or not. Now imagine you are somebody who hasn't scored great marks in 10th and 12th and grad, then you know that you need to get a terrific percentile in the CAT. So for example, you are a general category engineering male who has performed reasonably well in 10th, 12th and graduation, you'd still be targeting 99.5, 6, even 7 percentile plus. On the other hand, let us say there is a woman who has exceptional scores in 10th, 12th and graduation and has done her CA. She may end up getting a call even at a 98 percentile. So you need to look at this overall mix. The idea is if you are missing out on the weightage from some of these areas, you can still try to cover it up through CAT, and if you're still studying, through your graduation. So that's what is going to lead to your getting invited for the next round. Now, once you are invited for the next round, what does the next round have? The next round would typically involve a written ability test and a personal interview. So after that, they will create a final list, and the criteria, the weightage changes in that final list once again. So what is that weightage in the final selection? Well, here it is. So you notice at this next level, the weightage of CAT reduces even further. So in the overall scheme of things, only 25% marks are going to be allotted to the CAT score. And look at this, 40% to the interview, 10% to VAT. So in reality, once you've managed to get a call, 50% of the scores are going to be determined by the stages that are up ahead. So you prepare well for your interview, start working on your VAT, and I am sure you'd have an amazing chance to get into IIM Bangalore. Moving on from this, let's look at final placement report. After all, fat paychecks. So why should you really target this college? Here are some interesting stats. The median package is 32.5 lakhs per annum. All of these other factors, when you look at the average pay package, etc., that can be misleading. But this tells you that if you're right in the middle of the batch, at least this is something that you can expect. And if you're above average, chances are that your package is going to be higher than that. And out of the 503 students, 218 ended up getting into consulting firms. Right? So imagine, so for anybody who wants to get into consulting, this is of course a dream B school, but then consulting is not the only thing. People have gotten placed in all sorts of different sectors. So for instance, finance, banking, investments. After consulting, you notice, a lot of them have managed to get into these financial institutions. Quite a few of these have managed to get into these new age or telecom firms. Then the IT industry, manufacturing industry, even FMCG and analytics. So whatever it is that you want to get into, you'd notice that there are some companies or the others that do turn up. And then of course the cake is still taken by consulting. But then, hey, you may ask, consulting is fine. There are a lot of different consulting firms, but then there are some which are prestigious. Can IIM Bangalore take me to MBB? McKinsey, BCG, Bain. Let's have a look at the top 10 recruiters who turned up to IIM Bangalore for taking in the students. And this will tell you whether MBB is possible or not. So here you go. So what do you think? Do you see MBBs here? I see them. Apart from a lot of other highly prestigious organizations. So, if consulting is your dream, IIM Bangalore should definitely be very high on the rankings for you. And if the data scares you a bit, that 2.5, 3 lakh students appear and only 700 odd make it, how would I really get into there? That's where we come into picture. At iQUANTA, we offer an unparalleled aptitude exam preparation for you, which will take care of every single aspect in order to ensure that you are able to move towards great percentiles, great performance seamlessly. If you have any more questions, do not hesitate and leave them in the comments down below. Do like the video, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay focused, stay in touch, and do let us know if you want to know more about this college or any other college. We would love to pitch into this journey of yours.